I had a little curious thought on something that I haven't bothered searching up, and that is, can you directly upgrade from Windows 7 to Windows 11? The obvious answer is no. Because according to Microsoft, there isn't a single machine that officially supports both Windows 7 and Windows 11, and in some cases, there are machines that don't support either Windows 7 or Windows 11. But the not so obvious answer? Well, I'm here to find that out. As I said, I haven't done any research because I want to find this out entirely for myself. Right here is a slightly modified Windows 11 23H2 USB. The only modifications that I have done were done within Rufus, so that bypasses the minimum requirements, so we can install this on any machine that Windows 10 64-bit can run on. And I've disabled the Microsoft account check and whatnot, but those are not really relevant. And I've also written it in MBR mode because for some reason Windows 7 didn't want to install from USB from GPT for some reason on this machine. This is a Latitude E6430 with an i7 3720QM. We're just going to run the stock Windows 11 setup application for now. USB light is currently blinking. Do I have to run it as administrator? That's taken a while. This flash drive isn't exactly the greatest, but it shouldn't be taking this long. I'm gonna check under Task Manager. Nope, setup.exe is not in there. I guess what we have to do then is replace the Windows 11 setup file with the Windows 10 setup file. It's only 94K, it's not that big. Okay, now I have grabbed the setup.exe file from a Windows 10 22H2 USB. That is now 72 kilobytes. It is also 64-bit, just because Windows 11 is 64-bit only. Setup cannot continue. I guess it needs the same autorun.dll. Okay, plan B. I've extracted the contents of 22H2 and 21H2 ISOs, so 23H2 didn't want to work. Let's try 22H2. Oh, it is trying. I think I'm going to have to do a little something else, though, from here. Actually, it could be very well likely that the Windows 11 installer only wants to be launched from the same drive and not a different one, although I don't see how that would change anything. Or it could be that the 23H2 installer just broke Windows 7 compatibility, and that's quote-unquote compatibility because officially it's not compatible. Install Windows 11, setup will go online to get updates, drivers, optional features. I wonder what would have happened if I left it offline. Probably wouldn't have liked that. This PC doesn't currently meet Windows 11 system requirements. I'm not surprised in the slightest. Although, we can probably bypass all this. I'm just gonna have to find patches that we can run within Windows 7. Okay, so I just went onto GitHub to get some code. And this should disable the TPM check for the Windows 11 installer. Gotta wait a little bit. Okay. It's the 22H2 folder, good. I'm gonna run it as admin just to be safe. Oh, the skip TPM code injected itself. Install Windows 11. It's gonna try to get updates. This is gonna take a while. Oh, skip TPM check worked. Didn't have to install anything else. Just going to select Windows 11 Pro because I'm running Windows 7 Professional. Last updated June 2021. Keep personal files only because I want to make an upgrade. Now it's going to try to get updates. Install Windows 11 Pro and keep personal files only. Well, now we're going to be installing Windows 11. course, the camera decides to go out of focus, but we are loading files. There's the Windows 11 boot logo that you're usually never supposed to see. This is running in legacy mode because for some reason I just could not get Windows 7 installed on UEFI on this computer. I don't know what the problem is, but it's not like it really matters because UEFI or legacy, this should still run the same. That is actually a pretty crunchy screen. The text is not very sharp because I think this was designed for 1920 by 1080. This panel is 1366 by 768 resolution. And some computers that could be upgraded to Windows 11 still ship with 1366 by 768 panels. Okay, after a restart, the text looks a little less crunchy. Looks like it's actually going at its proper 1366 by 768 resolution. No, 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 and no. Although it doesn't really matter since I'm not really going to be using this install. And it wiped away my wallpaper, but we upgraded directly from Windows 7 to Windows 11, which Microsoft said you can't do, but as shown here, you clearly can. Let's see if our themes are still here. Why'd that right click? Themes. Oh, looks like it got rid of my Dell themes that were already there from the installed CD or installed DVD that I used. But just to show, there's the Windows 11 22H2 folder we made earlier. I meant to look for reset this PC. And we can still go back to Windows 7 if we really wanted to, even though you're not officially supposed to see this. And this was changed as well. My apps or devices don't work on Windows 11. Windows 7 seemed easier to use, faster, and more reliable, which I would totally do if 7 was still, you know, actually good to use in 2024, but alas, it's 15 years old. And there's a video driver installed, but I'm wondering if that's still the same HD 4000 driver that was in Windows 7, or if it installed the NBS 5200M driver. Also, I want to see if activation works. Key and activation. Yes, it is activated. I guess because I already had a Windows 10 license on here. Either that or I took the license from Windows 7. So the answer to this video's question, yes, you can upgrade Windows 7 to Windows 11 directly, although you do need to do some hacks. For one thing, you can't use 23H2, you have to use 21H2 or 22H2, and you also have to bypass the TPM check with whatever method you decide to use. In my case, I just used this script I got off GitHub. And also, if you happen to be running Windows 7 on a system that doesn't officially support it, but officially supports Windows 11, then you probably don't even need to skip the TPM check, and you'll still be able to upgrade Windows 7 directly to Windows 11, under the caveat that it still has to be 21H2 or 22H2. That's all I wanted to share for now.